What is going on, collectors? Optical 20 back for another video review. Today we're going to take a look at Lord of the Rings from Asmus, the Elven Archer. So there's two versions, one's an archer, one's a swordsman. This is the archer, and you can order this at bigbadtoystore.com. I'll put the link down below for maybe for both. Why Big Bad? Double box your item, $4 shipping, and you can put it on pile of loot. So let's say you want this and you watch this review and you're not fully sold on it, but you want to secure your item. If in your pile of loot, you have 90 days whether you want to ship it or not. If you cancel it, you can get your money back, or you can get it in a form of store credit, which there's tons of things you can buy at Big Bad. Statues, you know, smaller figures, Mesco, not just Hot Toys, Asmus 1/6, all things prop replicas. So go ahead and check them out. I'll put the link down below, but let's talk about this figure. So if you can remember from my video from Aragorn, I kind of said I was done with Asmus. Not because I hate them or anything. I don't. I actually love that company. It's just that I already have what I wanted. You know, I kind of completed my fellowship. So unless Lurtz is coming out, or Azog, or Sauron perhaps, I'm kind of done. But this caught my eye. It really did. And, you know, they're Lord of the Rings, so they kind of suck you back in. I skipped on Gandalf. I resisted that. I don't know for how long. I'm trying to resist Legolas, but I'm a sucker for diorama pieces. But this one, I got it for my birthday. Full disclosure, I have a wish list, so they just pick on my wish list, and it was picked. And I was excited, you know. At least I didn't buy it, but I can have one. And this would, I already have a vision. This would look good with my Elrond, and you can see right here. There's another tray underneath it. It comes with tons of accessories. You can see the bow. There's a life-size bow, like it's huge. Thanks to I'll name Danny. Yeah, thanks to Danny for pointing that out. And massive props to Asmus. Once he did that, you know, they listened and they included it with no extra cost. And that huge spear as well. And you can see the hands right here. They're good. You got fisted hands, some bow holding hands, and some hands to hold the spear or whatever you want to call them, and the shield. This shield and the overall paint is phenomenal. It looks like a chameleon paint. You know, it like transfer from gold to yellowish green to yellow, and it has some weight to it. I gotta give props to Asmus when it comes to weapons, because they don't cheap out. They do die cast weapons. The helmet is not die cast, thank God, because otherwise the neck would be, you know, all over the place. But all their accessories feel premium, because, you know, you hold them, they do have weight to it. But there's a drawback to that, though, and we'll get to that in a second. And the arrow barrel here, painted nicely. The arrows, they didn't cheap out on the arrows. They didn't give us 4. They gave us a bunch. So it looks full, and it looks like you're ready to go. The straps are leather or pleather, which I'm not a big fan of. I'd rather that be like a rubber or something more sturdy, because in the future, if you buy this, because I did buy the Boromir not too long ago, maybe a year ago, and I got it on sale. It was sealed. I opened it up and the thing disintegrated. And to Asmus credit, it's not just them. Hot Toys does that as well. You know, with their Predators, you open it up, even though it's brand new, it will just disappear right from your very eye. But yeah, so stay away from that. This is the spear, also die cast, and this is the addition that they did, which is amazing. One thing I would say to Asmus is they listen to their fans. Gotta give it to them. One of the best customer service, if not the best out there. I would say the best. Direct company to company. You don't even have to go to Sideshow or Big Bad Toy Store. You can reach out to them and they'll take care of you. And even if you didn't buy it from them. And here you go. You got the shin guard, right? Not shin guard. The I don't know, elbow guards right there. Armor, basically. The problem with this is that it hinders a little bit on the hands, because the peg is not long enough, so you gotta shove it in. It works, but I don't know how over time that would, you know, be a deterrent. Boots, split cut, nice ankle articulation here. I'm not a big fan of this bluish looking, I don't know, shiny effect on his cape. If you want to, there's a hoodie in here as well. Maybe it is movie accurate. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of it. I saw some stills, and it's hard to tell if this is the right material or if it's close to it. It doesn't bother me as much, but I'm just saying I'm not a big fan of it. I think it kind of takes away. It makes the figure looks like not so premium when you add it. They could have used another material, perhaps. I don't know. I don't know. But it's there, and as you can see, that is how you attach the arrow barrel. You just kind of loop it in, and it's the pleather and moving down here. I'm a big fan of the of his armor. I think it looks great. I love, this is the equivalent for me, because I'm a Lord of the Rings fan, to a stormtrooper. You can army build these things, but for me, I just love the overall look of knights or Lord of the Rings. Maybe that's why I'm more drawn into them. Plus elves, man, they're just amazing. As far as the head sculpt, one of the better head sculpts that they made, to be quite honest with you. I think the paint application here is better than their, I would say, hero characters like Aragorn or Legolas. Maybe because I don't have nothing, no reference to compare him to, but I'm just talking about like purely paint application. You can see the pores in these guys. It's beautiful. I hope they apply the same technique that they had to the upcoming Legolas. The upcoming Legolas is not bad. It's not 100%, but it's not bad. You know, I'm still debating whether I should get that one because I do have their previous Legolas. If I'm gonna get that Legolas, I'm gonna get the deluxe one because I do love their bases. I think they look phenomenal. The Aragorn one, oh my goodness, I'm so glad I picked that up. It is $300, but that is made out of resin. It's heavy. It's nice material. Might be better than the figure itself. plus you can use it for different figures. You know, like if you have like that Aragorn, that kind of overarching base. If you're into photography, that is a must-have. So as the one with Legolas. Now you put the helmet on, you take it to another level, in my opinion, because he would look badass with the helmet on. The thing with this helmet that you gotta be careful of is, I'll turn it around. Do you see that nose part right there? It touches the nose, and over time it's a bit tight. I can see this damaging the paint of the nose. Now you can tell yourself, hey man, I don't have even plans on displaying this without the helmet on anyway, which is true, which is the same thing that I'm gonna do, but I want to preserve the paint. So what I would suggest, it's a soft plastic, this helmet, so you can kind of pry off the nose part so that it just doesn't, not barely, but it kind of like just graze the nose, or maybe just pull them away. And you could do that, get a hairdryer, pull them away, and it would not change the look of the helmet. It's just not going to touch the tip of the nose. So in the future, maybe if you retire and decide to sell this, doesn't have any paint rub. So that's what I would suggest. And as far as articulation wise, the head sculpt moves freely here, but then again, you have that kind of hood thing. The shoulders kind of wobbly, not gonna lie to you. I think they kind of cheaped out on the body here. Double jointed elbows there. You can't move them all the way up because the armor is hitting there. There's no ab crunch. The legs can move freely, but then again, you're gonna hit the armor. So I doubt you're gonna put them in a sitting position or anything like that. You can bend the knees. Double jointed there. So you basically have him standing up for the most part. Maybe not right next to Elrond, whatever. Here's my problem here. The hands that he does come with, the one that's supposed to hold the weapon, the hole in there is a little too big. You can see right there on the side that it doesn't quite hold it right. It wobbles. Other problem is the body. They used a cheap body. That you can see the shield. He can't even hold it upright. And that's the look that you want for him, is holding the shield. If you can't hold it upright the right way, it could be a combination of a cheap body / heavy shield. And that's not a good combo. The shield feels fantastic. It has some weight to it. The body is cheap. Not a good combination. And even here, as you can see him, like, doing I tried lifting the shoulders up so it's a bit higher around his eye, so he's kind of aiming on it. It won't hold. And the bow is not heavy. So that just tells you the body is not the most ideal body that they inserted here. I mean, you can see there's a bunch of orcs behind him, so he got to protect himself. This is like the Two Towers version. I know this elf is from Fellowship of the Ring. When they were doing the backstory and all that stuff. But man, they look good. They look good. It's just the body is the biggest deterrent to me, and the hands. I wish it came with proper hands that would hold proper items. I mean, they do include a hand that would hold the bow. I give them that. But the hand that would hold the spear, the hole is too big. And as you can see here, now he's holding the shield, but I'm kind of cheating here. I moved his knee so it would prop the shield so it wouldn't keep on falling down. But it took a while for me to do this. And honestly, it's not an isolated incident. I asked some collectors, Inside Joe Freaks. There's a forum there for Lord of the Rings. You can see it's still down. He's not propping it up as it should be. And they did mention that they have the similar problems. And there's another video reviewing this that has similar problems to mine. So for the most part, once you buy this, and their recommendation is change the the hand peg to a Hot Toys one, and shove it in there. It's not complete, it's not an exact fit, but that's their recommendation. I might try that, but honestly, that prevented me from getting the Swordsman. You can see how it looks great right next to Elrond if there's two of them. But I don't want two loose bodies, and they're $300 if you combine them. That's a lot of money, so I don't know. I'll probably just stick with one for now. Maybe if they fix it, if there's a fix, I don't know. Maybe there is. I'll try that peg. Maybe it'll make a difference. But yeah, as you can see here, I'm kind of cheating. I'll put the knee up. And it's all about, position. But at the end of the day, he can't do that pose. The one in the box. He can't. You can see how the tip is like falling off. Yeah, there's a reason for that. But there you go, guys. If you're a Lord of the Rings fan, this looks great. Look-wise. If the body was functional, you got a right hand, this would have been perfect. Even at $200, it's still cheaper than a Stormtrooper, but he comes with more, and it's a matter of preference, right? I'm not comparing this to a Hot Toys Stormtrooper because they're two different items, but they're both like used for army building, and if you're a Lord of the Rings fan, normally you would get more attracted to this. That's why I am, and I got one. And do I regret getting this, putting it on my wish list? Not really. I'm glad I was able to take a look at this. It does have some problems, but it's fixable. It's fixable. Do I wish it was cheaper? Yeah. I wish they were like 150 is pushing it, but maybe 170. But thank you for watching, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think about this figure. Give it a thumbs up, this video. It really helps out the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.